have to move my mic. Can't sit up. Peace, love, and gratitude, everyone.
Peace and love and gratitude, everyone.
We are going to be reading, and I'm excited. I'm just waiting on Pineapple Baby to start the reading process by allowing me to see the words.
Okay.
In the meantime, I
Now?
hope everyone is having a great day.
Hope everyone's having a good day or good night.
Looking forward to sharing some space with you.
Yeah, we're going to read the book for you guys.
We're going to be continuing the hidden messages in water.
Mm-hmm.
We're also going to be sharing some American Indian flutes, Indian Bonsai flutes, and some more ravidrum throughout the stream.
Mm-hmm.
Right now you're hearing some water in the background. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Anybody wants to come to the stage and read the book with us, you're welcome to raise your hand to join our reading session. You can read one paragraph to a page. You can choose, And then now is the hidden messages in water. Oh, really? Just fell. After I tapped the. Okay.
I believe we're on chapter 4.
Now we are in chapter 5. Look at it. We're in chapter 5. And chapter 5 and after chapter 5 is the epilogue.
Okay. Chapter 5, epilogue, and then we'll read a different book, or we can start back at the beginning.
Haven't figured out yet. Okay. Let's do it. Let me see. Chapter 5. Okay, now you can do a quick summary of what we've been just reading about.
Okay. So what we've been reading about is the hidden messages in water. The Masaru Emoto, he did experiments with water by taking photographs of the crystallization of water, freezing it, and exposing the water to images as well as to words from different languages. The same word from different languages. And what he found was that the crystallization changes depending on the image and depending on the words. Even deeper, he discovered that it changes depending on the intentions behind the words. So he had children saying, and people saying words that were with the positive intention, and it didn't have a negative effect on the crystallization, meaning the broken structure. In addition to that, he did an experiment where people had exposed rice to saying positive, loving words to it, and then another set of rice that they ignored, and another set of rice that they said negative words to, and discovered that the positive rice fermented in a good way over time, and the negative rice, became moldy and turning black, or I would say, and then the rice that was ignored, surprisingly, was actually the worst off in comparison to the 3 rices. So the depth of the importance of purified, ionized, crystallizing water is very apparent. And the water that we're receiving from tap water sources, he discovered the chlorine and the other added chemicals cause that water to not be able to be crystallized or to be very deformed in its crystallization. So the importance of removing those toxic minerals and metals is very important. In addition to that, the ionization, the restructuring of the water is paramount. So you can have water that's filtered, distilled, and it's essentially dead water. It's not living, crystallizing water. That is a brief summary of what we had gone through so far, and we shall continue.
See the water being treated with chlorine. The spring water. The water from the spring water is crystallized. And the spring water from the same lake treated with chlorine, look at it, is really deformed. Yeah, the water in its natural form is looking like a snowflake, just like the picture on the top. Yeah, but the water that we've been drinking, they're all treated with chemicals, so it causes the water to deform, and it's not good for our body, not good for our health. All right, now we're gonna continue to read chapter 5. Yeah, you can start.
Okay, chapter 5. It's going to be a little bit harder than I thought because of the distance.
Oh, yeah, then you
There
can
we
read
go.
it from,
Oh no, it's okay.
you can read it,
I got it. I just need to move the mic in the future. Okay.
you can read it in here.
I have to turn my head. It's okay. I can see from here. Thank you, though.
Mm-hmm.
A smile that fills the world. Wanting as many people as possible to know about the wonderful mysteries of the universe as revealed through water crystals, I published the collection of my water crystal photographs in Japan, but I actually got a larger response from Europe. It seems that a ripple effect in people's soul resulted, which spread at a speed far faster than I could have imagined. What could it be that caught the interest of so many people in so many different countries? I think that when a person looks at the photographs of water crystals, a physical change takes place in the water within that person's body. Water has a message for the world. The world is linked together by love and gratitude. Love and gratitude are fundamental principles of nature. At the end of its long journey through the cosmos, water arrived on the earth with love and gratitude in its bosom. This love and gratitude created the first inkling of life and then provided the tender nurturing required for growth. Looking at the water crystal photographs awakens a primeval memory contained deep within the water in each of our cells. The message of water is love and gratitude. Review the photographs of crystals found on pages 101 through 132 of this book. These images reflect our beautiful world. The photographs indicate the change in water resulting from scenery and music from around the world, and include a comparison between tap water and natural water. As mentioned in the first chapter, the world first learned about my work through my first collection of photographs of water crystals. This was made possible by the efforts of Shizuki
Owyhand.
Owyhand, a Japanese woman with Dutch citizenship who now serves as my interpreter. Through the introduction of a common acquaintance, Shizuko visited my office less than a month after this collection of photographs was first published in Japan, and I showed her a copy of the book. The moment she looked at the photographs, I could tell she was impressed. Right then and there, she purchased 77 copies, which she sent to friends and acquaintances in Netherlands, Switzerland, Germany, the United States, Australia, and other countries. Not long after sending out the books, she started getting a flood of responses in return. It was as if the crystals were exactly what so many people were looking for, what these difficult times that we live in require. Shizuko subsequently invited me to give a presentation at a small annual seminar that she holds in Zurich, Switzerland, entitled Looking for Human Jewels. A week after this event, there was to be a major annual gathering. With Shizuko's assistance, I would have the opportunity to lecture before several reporters and to be interviewed for articles in a few magazines. The result would be an enormous wave of interest and understanding of my work. One of the people behind this major event was Manuela Kim, another person who saw the collection of photographs and became enchanted. She sent the following message. I have 2 children, and I know that there's a completely different effect when you speak to children with love and when you just order them. It's the difference between let's do it and do it. I also clearly understand that this is felt in each one of our cells. In our daily lives, water crystals teach us very important things. Every day we are surrounded by magnetic fields. We find it impossible to live without computers, but we can clearly see that there is a great difference between being unaware of the risk of magnetic fields and being aware and careful. I was very impressed. After seeing the photographs, Manuela invited me to give a seminar that she would organize. She first talked to the environmental agency of a small town called Sanglat about a lecture on the theme of water and the environment, but they said they couldn't help because the topic was too delicate. She then turned to those more open to spiritual matters and gathered groups of people who had a desire to explore that which cannot be seen with the naked eye. All those who heard about the water crystals were visibly impressed and inspired. Thanks to Manuela's efforts, in the course of a week, I gave presentations in 3 cities in Switzerland, and I returned to Japan knowing that there were vast numbers of people with a desire to learn more about what I was doing. Manuela's first invitation was followed by many others, and wherever I have spoken on the topic of water crystals, the response has been marvelous. I have had the opportunity to make many trips to Europe to give lectures and presentations at halls overflowing with people with a personal and professional interest in water. The ensuing articles in magazines led to further interest abroad, and as more and more people showed interest in the collection of photographs, I was flooded with requests to give lectures and presentations. Information about my work was spread from Europe to the United States, where I was invited to speak at Harvard, and also at a free school in the suburbs of Boston, attended by children who did not fit into the American society stained by guns, drugs, and violence. It was probably this sensitivity of the students that made them more receptive to information about water crystals. I'm quite sure that the students left with the realization that saying unkind words causes damage to water as well as to other people. I imagine with a smile that they returned home that day and told their parents not to say things like, "Do your homework," or "Clean your room." But this is just one more aspect of the resonance phenomenon. As people who have had their tender souls damaged in some way learn about water crystals, the message of water spreads even more quickly around the world. Perhaps we can also say that this is the result of people searching for answers during these troubled times. I have no doubt that water crystals will become a common focal point for people all over the world who are trying to make sense of chaos. My visit to Germany, Switzerland, the Netherlands, England, France, Italy, Canada, and the United States have given me the opportunity to meet and correspond with many others around the world who are also conducting research into water, perhaps because water is so mysterious. The approaches are varied and unconventional. All of this interest in water means that symposiums and other gatherings are always being held around the world, making me quite busy, sometimes too busy. The symposium in Switzerland has since been held twice more in Lucerne, and it is likely to continue to grow and become more international as time goes by. I have also participated in symposiums in Australia and England. I first wondered how much interest there would be in water in Europe and other countries, but now I know that other countries have as much or more interest than Japan. I remember hearing about a group of Japanese visiting Zurich Lake. The lake was so beautiful that one of the participants asked the Swiss tour guide, "Why isn't there any trash at all around?" The guide, who took it for granted that the lake would be clean, didn't know quite how to reply, and instead asked the Japanese, "Why do you ask such a question?" Wherever I go, I take slides of water crystals, photographs, and then I show audiences the crystals formed from their own local water. When they hear my message and see the slides, Europeans are visibly surprised and impressed. Such forthright responses indicate that they have a high consciousness concerning water. However, my research is limited when I make crystals in Japan, and so people have requested that I open a research facility in Europe. In response, I have begun to talk about a concept that has been floating around in my head for a long time. The concept is grand and unique. I want to create a research facility that is itself in the shape of a hexagonal water crystal. The laboratory for studying water crystals will be located at the center, and 6 other laboratories will be located around the center to study the other subjects and fields of science: physics and mathematics, biology and medicine, astronomy and oceanography, philosophy and religion, and chemistry and engineering. Each of the labs will focus on 18 categories of research for a total of 108. I have been thinking about this for a long time, prompted when I started to think about the environment of the earth in such a bad state, why people are so confused, and why our civilization is such as it is. Pondering these questions led me to the conclusion that it is a result of the combination of first, pride and corruption in the scientific community, and second, those in authority consciously allowing and encouraging the formation of such a society. Of course, there are scientists who have their own will and work according to their own consciousness. However, when we consider the condition of society, we realize that there are really very few who have conducted their activities with a mind to perpetuating the human race and cleansing this planet that we occupy. This does not describe, for example, scientists at the beck and call of those in authority in Japan who insist that water must be tainted with chlorine, resulting in an overall decay of society. Of course, scientists aren't the only ones responsible for the problem. The foundations of society have become so weak that it is no longer possible for a handful of scientists to change the deplorable direction in which we are headed. How can we change direction and do something to significantly improve the depressing state of affairs that permeates the scientific community? I think we must start by changing the environment and systems related to scientific community. In the laboratory that I have in mind, the local community will come together to support scientists who will focus on their own field and also interact with scientists of other interests, giving them a wide perspective from which to structure their courses of research. The community will also help secure the necessary financing and other assistance that individual researchers are currently unable to obtain on their own. I expect that the result will be discoveries and advances that will truly contribute to the future of the earth and humankind. I have an image of the researchers gathering at the central cafeteria for discussion during their morning and midday meals, and in the evening announcing the results of their research. Of course, there are a great many obstacles that must be overcome to make this dream a reality, but now I feel that the first step has been taken. No matter what your intentions, announcing them is an important step. I know I can say this with confidence based on many years of experience in business. From the time when I was a child, I was always telling people what I was thinking and what I wanted to do, and I was constantly being told that I talked too much. But the simple act of saying something is a way to gather energy towards you. Especially when you say something to other people, energy flows in your direction and helps you achieve your aims. If you express your intentions, if you express your intentions, the realization of your intentions will follow. Of course, I'm not proposing that you make irresponsible statements. It's important to say what you really feel inside. Your world is your promise. So when you say something, you must have the determination to commit yourself. Letting other people know your intentions often leads to the arrival of required assistance from unexpected sources.
All right, it's my turn. Pineapple star. Okay, I think you need to put down the leg of a recliner and move your phone a little bit closer. Why? Why you then?
Because it's going to be distracting enough, so I'm just going to wait.
Oh, okay, but it's gonna help you to read, right? No, you can do it. It's fine.
I understand. You can continue that.
Okay. No. You can really do it. Like, it's fine. It's not too loud. It'll be all right. Yeah? You just need to, yeah, you look fine. You look fine. Yeah, you look fine. All right. Pineapple's gonna read. Okay. Words have their individual and unique vibration frequencies. And we've all already seen how words have energy that influences the universe. The words from your mouth have a power of their own that influences the entire world. We can even say that the words that teach us about nature are the words of the Creator. I know a man who has proven the power and benefits of words. Using his own body, Nobuo Shioya is a man who I am proud to call my master. He is 101 years old, but his back is straight and he appears strong and healthy to anyone who sees him. Even now, he stands for 1 or 2 hours to give lectures several times a year. He also practices his golf swing every day and goes to the course once a week. His ability to maintain his health is nothing less than miraculous. Master Shioya says that his secret for health is his own unique breathing method. This method involves breathing in until air fills the lungs, providing oxygen to the entire body. While thinking about the energy of the universe gathering around him and providing him with invigorating energy. This method also indicates to us the power of affirmations. Master Shioya recommends that at the end of his breathing exercise, you say the following affirmation. The infinite power of the universe will be concentrated and bring true peace to the world. This statement is a type of prayer, but what is important is his strong determination expressed by the word, will. Let me circle this. Will. The word will. All right. Moving on. According to Master Shioya, there are ghostly particles that cannot be seen by the means of today's science because they exist on the border between the third and fourth dimension. Words spoken with determination have a strong power that gathers these ghost particles, making it possible to accomplish things in the three-dimensional world. In September 1999, I had the opportunity to actually feel the power of words as expressed by Master Shioya. On this day, approximately 350 people had gathered on the banks of Lake Biwa, Japan's largest lake. I had gathered the group together in an attempt to clean the lake. There's an old saying in Japan that when the water of Lake Biwa is clean, the water of all Japan will be clean. Another purpose of the gathering was to pray for peace for the entire world as we enter the new century. Under the direction of Master Shioya, who was 97 at the time, this large crowd joined forces in an affirmation for world peace that brought our voices and hearts together. Our chants could be heard around the entire lake, and there was a special feeling that made our spines tingle. Just a month after this event took place, a strange thing happened to Lake Biwa. The newspaper reported that the putrid algae that appeared each year and caused an unbearable stench had not appeared that year. If you don't understand the principles of the spirit of words, this happening will indeed seem strange. But we know that this spirit of words has the power to influence all of existence and change the world almost immediately. I have no doubt the spirit of words generated from the determined prayer for world peace had the effect of cleansing the water and lake in only a matter of moments. Another important point is the fact that 350 people gathered and chanted together. The combined will of so many people acted as a force to change the universe. There's something, Huey, you need to help me. You want to read this? I don't know.
Okay.
Okay, you go.
I sometimes use Einstein's theory of relativity, E equals mc squared.
Oh, E equals mc squared?
Yes.
Okay.
To explain this principle. This formula has an additional important meaning. The general understanding is that E equals mc squared means energy equals mass times the speed of light squared. However, we can also interpret C as consciousness instead of the speed of light. Since m represents mass, we can interpret it as the number of people consciously focused. The interpretation was taught to me by Professor Hong Van Duc, a scholar of psychoimmunology born in Vietnam. More than 10 years ago, when I invited him to attend a seminar I was holding in Japan, he mentioned in casual conversation that the C of E equals mc squared referred not to the speed of light, but to consciousness. This perspective made a deep and lasting impression on me. Later, when I was thinking about vibration and how people should live their lives, I suddenly recalled those words. Almost a century has passed since Einstein announced this formula to the world. there is no way of knowing if Einstein himself considered the possibility of C representing consciousness. But since everything in the universe is relative, you can't say that it is a mistake to see the formula in this new way. It is said that people make use of at most 30% of their abilities, but if we can increase our abilities by just 1%, then this amount, according to the formula, will be squared, doubling the amount of energy. If people around the world were all to increase their consciousness at the same time, the difference in energy would be enormous. If we fill our lives with love and gratitude for all, this consciousness will become a wonderful power that will spread throughout the world, and this is what water crystals are trying to tell us. I have just described how the earnest prayer and thoughts of a group of people were able to cleanse the water of a lake. But those who have seen the photographs of the crystals should not be surprised by the fact that our thoughts have the ability to change water. Several years back, I had a desire to take another step toward establishing the scientific foundations for my theories, but I wasn't quite sure how to go about it. I found the hint I was looking for one day when I happened to open the newspaper. The headline that captured my eye spoke of the ability to use ultrasound to decompose dioxin in water. The article reported on the development of a technology to expose water to 1,100 kilohertz of ultrasound, creating tiny air bubbles that decompose dioxin and other deadly toxins when they burst. When I read this article, I couldn't contain my excitement. I knew that I had finally found a way to analyze the energy of the spirit of words. When the 350 people gathered on the banks of Lake Biwa to chant and pray for world peace, it is possible that they also created 2,000 kilohertz of ultrasound. Ultrasound is in the range that cannot be detected by the human ear, so they didn't create this ultrasound with their voices. The same sounds in different octaves. However, it is possible, based on the principle of resonance of tuning with the same sounds in different octaves, that the conditions were right for creating ultrasound. For example, after water polluted with industrial... It must be said that the power of the spirit of words is indeed marvelous. But if we combined the ultrasound technology for purifying water with water vibration technology, the effect on water would be much greater. For example, after water polluted with industrial chemicals is treated with ultrasound, it could then be treated in a second process with vibration. When polluted water is exposed to 1,100 kilohertz of ultrasound, the chemicals are decomposed. When the air bubbles break up, although the toxins have decomposed, they are still there. To rid the water of those toxins, it is necessary to expose the water to information with the opposite vibrational frequency of the toxins. Using just one of these two methods may not be sufficient, but by combining them, it may be possible to completely rid the water of any harmful pollutants. And it might just be possible to use the same combined technology to get rid of the harmful substances within our own bodies. What does the future hold for research into water crystals? To answer this question, we need to think more about how scientific recognition how much scientific recognition this research will receive. When I show the photographs at any lectures abroad, I am bombarded with a variety of questions. For example, what are the differences in crystal formations when the water is exposed to such questions? What are the differences in crystals formation when water is exposed to digital versus analog music? What about live music? In order to answer such questions, I need to continue research and conduct more tests under a variety of circumstances. Another important issue is test repeatability. Many times we have seen that crystals formation depends on the observer's consciousness. When water samples are put into petri dishes, we usually make 50 samples. The resulting crystals differ, depending on how the water is handled and on the thoughts of the researcher. And the condition of the 50 samples of water changes moment by moment. It may be practically impossible to control all of these factors to the point where we can say scientifically that all conditions are equal. However, our approach has been to get as close to these conditions as possible by using the most accurate scientific methods available. Our efforts include the use of blinds to remove the possibility of change from the researcher's thoughts. We do this because we don't want the thought that the water being told thank you will produce a more beautiful crystal than being told you fool to have an impact on the results. We label the sample dishes with letters of the alphabet and don't reveal which water is which until after the results have been seen. We hope that this method will remove the effect of the researcher's thought as much as possible. For each of the 50 dishes, we make graphs showing the number of crystals in each dish that are considered beautiful, hexagonal, incomplete, and so on. For each pattern, we establish a coefficient and give number values to the crystals. This gives us a clear picture of the characteristics of the crystals in each individual sample, and we then can classify the samples into the categories of beautiful, hexagonal, and so forth. Then we choose one crystal to photograph that best represents the characteristics of that particular sample. Water crystals change depending on the thoughts and even the health of the observers. To account for this, we have several experienced researchers observe the samples. The intention of our research is to use these methods to discover the message that are contained in the most delicate of messengers. Perhaps one area in which research into water crystals can be most helpful is the prediction of earthquakes. It is believed that water is capable of detecting a forthcoming earthquake earlier than any other substance. I envision a forthcoming earthquake earlier than any other substance. I envision a time when water samples will be taken from groundwater daily, and by observing the changes in crystal formation, we will detect changes in the Earth's crust. When an earthquake takes place, we can compare photographs of crystals made from water taken before and after the earthquake. By accumulating data on the crystals leading up to the earthquake, we will be able to find similarities and ultimately be able to use this information to predict future earthquakes. Having lost my grandparents and an aunt on my mother's side in a terrible earthquake in 1923, and considering the pain and destruction caused by the earthquake that hit Kobe in 1995, I can personally say that being able to use water crystals to predict earthquakes would be an enormous contribution to humankind. It is also quite possible that this technology could someday be used to predict other forms of destruction, such as storms, floods, epidemics, and even the planning of a secret attack from a hostile country. I am also working on finding a way for everyone with or without scientific equipment and knowledge to take photographs of crystals. With the use of new materials, it appears that this will be possible in not too distant future. We are looking at super thermoconductive materials that are 20 times more efficient than normal thermoconductive materials, making it possible to freeze water at room temperature. It will no longer be necessary to take photographs in a special room cooled to -5 degrees Celsius or 23 degrees Fahrenheit. Researchers are now developing a device based on this technology that will allow anyone to take crystal photographs almost anywhere. I suspect that water crystal technology will in the future be shared by all humankind. However, this could also be a double-edged sword. Used correctly, water has the potential to bring unlimited glory and happiness to humankind. But such technology can also be used for gain or to cause harm. Our bodies are mostly water, and so life cannot continue without it. But we cannot forget that water also has the potential to wash away civilization and cause destruction. It all depends on what's in our souls. The human soul has the potential to bring happiness to the world, but also to bring pain. This is a fact that water crystals clearly reveal. So how can we go about finding our path in life? I have constantly stressed the importance of love and gratitude. Gratitude is the creator of a heart filled with love. Love leads the feelings of gratitude in the right direction. As the water crystals show us, gratitude and love can spread throughout the world. We all have an important mission: to make water clean again and to create a world that is easy and healthy to live in. In order to accomplish our mission, we must first make sure that our hearts are clear and unpolluted. Over the centuries, humankind has constantly robbed from the earth and left it ever more polluted, the history of which is recorded by water. Now, water is beginning to speak to us. Through water crystals, it is telling us what we need to know. Starting today, we must begin to carve out a new history. Water is carefully and quietly watching the direction that we all take, the direction that you take at this very moment, and watching over us all. I only ask that you listen to and absorb what water has to say to all of humankind and to you.
Alright, this is the end of chapter 5. What do you think? This is the end of chapter 5.
Very, very beautiful.
Now, yes, still, this is chapter 5. And then after chapter 5 is the epilogue. Huh?
Wow.
Okay, I'll read one page and then you read the other two.
Okay.
Hi, Lucas. ¿Cómo estás? Do you want to come to the stage and read? You're welcome to raise your hand. All right. Wait. If you want to read on stage, type 111 in the chat. Then we will invite you to the stage to read one paragraph to one page. Your choice. You know, it's all about just enjoying the message. Oh my God, Lucas, you wanna come? Oh my God. So wait. Let me invite you. Wait, listen. Go to your earphones to listen and talk.
Yes.
Oh hey, Lucas here.
Welcome, Luca.
Hello.
Hi, peace and love to you and gratitude.
Yay.
Same to you.
Hi.
We appreciate you.
How we doing?
Yeah, we're doing really good. Yeah, and then we're reading this book about water, the hidden messages in water, and now we are in the very end. The epilogue has 3 pages. You know, you can choose just read one paragraph to the whole page. You know, the page. Wait,
Okay.
to here,
I guess I'll
right?
read one paragraph.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, you can go
Awesome.
ahead. Go ahead.
I sincerely hope that we can continue this wonderful discovery of water and of the universe.
Oh, that's really good. That's really good.
That's excellent. You are more than welcome to read a few more paragraphs since they are shorter, smaller paragraphs.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I just had too much beer. I cannot read.
Oh, okay.
Can't see
Actually,
the stuff.
beer improves your confidence, though. Right?
That's true. I got too much confidence now.
That's really good. And then your mind is relaxed.
Well,
right?
you still read very well for having a lot of beer.
Yeah, that was really good. Okay, all right. Okay, thank you for participating. And then in the future, our next live stream, we live stream reading every morning and every evening. You're welcome to join.
Morning. What time? EST?
Yeah, we're in the East Coast in the United States. And morning,
Oh, nice.
yeah, morning is from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. morning. And during the night is from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. And each time, if you want to come talk to us, read, you just type 111 in the chat. And to everybody who are in the audience, you're welcome to type 111. And we will bring you to the stage and read something with us.
Excellent.
You did a great job, Lucas.
You guys in the same room?
Yeah, we're in the same room.
Oh, nice. Galaxy, right?
Yeah. Wait. Yeah, right? We both have the same background.
Yeah.
All right.
Excellent.
So you want me to read, right? All right. so I cannot hear my voice while I'm reading. All right. All right. When I first heard that the water constantly continues to arrive on the earth. What do you mean? Okay. From the distant reaches of the universe, I was filled with wonderment. I began to think that if water continued to arrive at this pace, the earth would soon be flooded. From ancient times, the human race has constantly been subject to damage and destruction caused by water. Almost all cultures of the world have a story of a great flood. And there is even scientific evidence that indicates that the earth was once covered in water. We cannot completely discount Noah and the Great Flood and the tales of the civilization of Atlantis and the Mu continent lost in the sea. The saying that history repeats itself is ultimately true, and so even now there exists the risk that water will arrive from space and once again cover our planet. This event may still be 1,000 or 10,000 years in the future, but perhaps it is not too early to take action to ward off this disaster. Even now, we frequently hear about floods in all parts of the world. Let me put an arrow in here. I'm in here, guys. Look at the screen. I'm in here. But once, when I found myself fretting about this possibility, another completely different thought came to me. Everything that exists in the universe is parallel. The micro world is a faithful reproduction of the macro world. And the universe is an enormous mandala, which means circle in Sanskrit. Sanskrit. Oh, Sanskrit. Okay. It's Indian Sanskrit. Okay. This way of thinking leads us to the conclusion that everything that takes place in the universe also takes place within our own bodies. The human body requires the circulation of water, and we can conclude that this is what the universe also requires. If large volumes of water flow only one direction toward the earth, the circulation of water in the universe will ultimately, oh my goodness, I am twisting my tongue. Ultimately come to a standstill. Water arrives on the earth and then ultimately, why do I always say ultimately? Ultimately returns to the far reaches of the universe on an unbending, marvelous journey. The water on this planet will someday set off on the outer leg of its journey into the cosmos. All right, right now, our heat wave is going to take over.
From the very top?
Yeah, from the very top.
But what does the fact that water is constantly arriving on the earth mean for us? Perhaps the Earth is not the only destination for these lumps of water. But while there may be other stopovers, no other planet we know of about has the necessary conditions required to pool water. If we compare the solar system to the human body, I suspect that the Earth plays the role of the liver. Each day, your liver filters 200 liters of water and sends this purified water to the other organs in your body. Considering this, it's not hard to imagine that the Earth plays the vital role of purifying the water circulating in the solar system and then returning it to the universe. Then whose responsibility is it to purify this water that has arrived on the Earth? It is ours, humankind's. And this is because we are ourselves water. Having been born here, we all have the responsibility to purify the water on the Earth. As I ponder the long and marvelous journey that water takes through the universe, I find myself thinking about such things as the origin and future of humankind. But if we consider that we are water, then the answer to many of the mysteries becomes clear. Water makes up 70% of our bodies, and there is little doubt that the information in the water goes a long way in the formation of our personalities. I have often heard cases of people injured in automobile or other accidents who, while receiving blood transfusions, saw images of places they had never been or had memories of a past that wasn't theirs. Sometimes transfusions have even been known to cause a change in personality. It could be that the events we experience throughout our lives become memories recorded by water, which remain in our bodies and may be what we call the soul. There are still many questions left unanswered about the soul, rebirths, and the existence of spirits, but I suspect that the day will someday come when many of these questions will be answered by scientific means using water. Where does our soul come from? We have seen the possibility that it comes from the distant universe carried by water. So we ask next, what is in store for the soul? Since we are water itself, someday all of our memories of experiences on this planet will be launched into space, and our responsibility before this happens is to become pure water on this earth. To make this possible, we must first and foremost live life to the fullest. Our consciousness is what will purify water, and through this, we send messages of beauty and strength to all life. Wouldn't it be wonderful if we could cover over the world in the most beautiful of water crystals? How do we go about this? The answer is love and gratitude. I'd like to ask you to take another look at the beauty of the crystals. If all the people of the world can have love and gratitude, the pristine beauty of the earth will once again return. We live our short lives on this planet, and then we set out on a journey into the universe. I'm not sure how this process works, but we can leave this up to the laws of the universe. Of course, when we make this journey, we will not be in our current physical form, but in the form of water or mist. When my soul is ready to set out on its journey to the cosmos, I fully intend to call out to everyone and say, we are off to see the universe. Let's go to Mars.
Yay! And then now, let's introduce the author. Hey?
Okay. About the author. Masaru Emoto was born in Yokohama in July 1943. He is a graduate of the Yokohama Municipal University's Department of Humanities and Sciences with a focus of international relations. In 1986, he established the IHM Corporation in Tokyo. In October of 1992, he received certification from the Open International University as a Doctor of Alternative Medicine. Subsequently, he was introduced to the concept of microclusteredwater in the United States and magnetic resonance analysis technology. This quest thus began to discover the mystery of water. Dr. Emoto undertook extensive research into water around the planet, not so much as a scientific researcher, but more from the perspective of an original thinker. At length, he realized that it was in the frozen crystal form that water showed us its true nature. He continues with this experimentation and has written a variety of well-received books in Japanese, as well as the seminal Messages from Water, published bilingually. He is married to Kazuko Emoto, who shares his passion and is head of the Koyokisha
Koyoikusha. Oh no, Koikusha. I don't know.
Koyoikusha, the publishing arm of his company. They have 3 children.
Mm-hmm.
Is that it?
Alright, guys.
That's it. Wow. Wonderful.
That's it. That's it. That's it. This is the end of the book, and we have some other books that after this book, this is the part 1, volume 1. And first book we are reading is the hidden messages in water. And the second book after it, the second volume is called Messages from Water. This. Messages from Water. And next time we're going to read some the second part too. And then, see, there is a third part of this series. The third part, the name is the Message from Water 3. Yeah, this.
I'm going to get the flute.
Flute, okay. 1 second. The second part of the second book is gonna be about how he came upon his idea of photographing water crystals, how the environment influences water, and problems with contamination and quality. All right, and then the the second part is also about it shows how water is negatively affected by the electromagnetic waves from computers, TVs, and cell phones. Also included in this second book is a section comparing crystals of the same word in different languages. And there is a third book. Messages from Water Volume 3. 10 years after publishing his first volume, Dr. Immortal
Silly.
has published a book around the theme of prayer, especially regarding world peace, beginning with each person learning to love himself or herself. So, the title of the book is The Message from Water 3, Know Thyself. This is the third part. Yeah, see? They also have some water bottles. Look at it. The words
Very nice.
available in 3 colors: ice blue, royal blue, and emerald green. $10 each. $10. I don't know how much is right now. And they also have water crystal coasters. Fill your water glass with love and thanks as a rest in the water crystal coaster. $10 each coaster. Also, water crystal stickers. I want this sticker. It looks really, really cute. You know those water crystals? 28 water crystal stickers to change the atmosphere of whatever you place them. Whatever you place them on in a positive way. That's pretty cool, huh? And you just replace it like, it's like you have the what's the word? Electromagnetic frequencies from your computer, right? And you can just stick this sticker on your laptop, right? Computer. Just like, is it like a counteract?
To counteract it, yeah.
Counteract it.
Yeah,
It's like the frequency, the loud frequency counteracts the radiation frequency, Well, such as the God of wealth for your wallet or love and thanks for your cell phone. $10 per sheet. See, this is the book that we just read, The Hidden Messages in Water. And then this is the second book that we're going to read, Messages from Water. They have CDs. I don't have it. I just have to use it from this. Right? They have, see, the Four Seasons, a musical blend of new age, modern jazz, and classical influences. This recording was the first of its kind, proven in a laboratory that music can indeed be created specially for therapeutic application. This is music therapy. 7 chakras, elements. Anybody knows the 7 chakras? You can type in the chat if you know the chakra system in our body, human body. There are 7 main chakras. You can, guys, you can also type in the chat if you wanna come to the stage and talk with us, or anything, including the topic around water, around your health, and around your self-care, or how do you deal with anxiety and stress. Yeah, and you know that water has a powerful influence on your mind and body and soul, spirit. If you want to talk about anything and or discuss anything, you could type in the chat. We will invite you to the stage. I haven't. Oh, there's another book. The Power of Appreciation, the Key to a Vibrant Life. Authors No C. Nelson, PhD, and Jenny Lamar Kalaba, psychology doctor, right? Psychology doctor? Yeah. Research confirms that when people feel appreciation, good things happen to their minds, hearts, and bodies. But appreciation is much more than a feel-good mantra. It is an actual force, an energy that can be harnessed and used to transform our daily life. Relationships, work, health and aging, finances, crisis, and more. Yeah, we should definitely read this book. The Power of Appreciation. I want to practice gratitude. Wait, can you read this? You can't. It's too small. Yeah, this is the front and back cover. Wait, are the same? Oh, they're the same. Oh, come back. The other way. Let me see the other way. Are they the same? Oh, this is the. Let me just read this, and then you'll read the back of the book. Okay? I'll read it. This book has the potential to... Oh, this is the very, very beginning of the book. This hardcover. This on the hardcover. This book has the potential to profoundly transform your world view. Using high-speed photography, Dr. Masaru Emoto discovered that crystals formed in frozen water reveal changes when specific concentrated thoughts are directed towards them. He found that water from clear springs and water that has been exposed to loving words shows brilliant, complex, and colorful snowflake patterns. In contrast, polluted water or water exposed to negative thoughts forms incomplete metrical patterns with dull colors. The implications of the research create a new awareness of how we can positively impact the earth and our personal health. I already introduced Dr. Emoto. Now is the back cover of the book.
The hidden messages in water is magnificent. Through his genius photography and superb scientific skill, Dr. Masaru Emoto has created a book that is truly a mystical treasure. His contribution to research in spiritual consciousness is positively masterful. Caroline M. Ms., author, Sacred Contracts and Anatomy of the Spirit. As with Galileo, Newton, and Einstein, Dr. Emoto's clear vision helps us see ourselves and our universe differently. Science and spirit unite, resulting in a profound and undeniable quantum leap in how we view our world and how we can reclaim our health and create peace. Marcus Laux, ND, editor, Naturally Well Today. Dr. Emoto's work with water beautifully illustrates the healing power of love and gratitude. These building blocks of appreciation support our well-being in body, mind, heart, and soul. The hidden messages in water is a most valuable contribution to the creation of a positive future for our world. Noelle C. Nelson, PhD, co-author, The Power of Appreciation. The Hidden Messages in Water introduces the revolutionary work of internationally renowned Japanese scientist Masaru Emoto, who has discovered that molecules of water are affected by our thoughts, words, and feelings. Since humans and the earth are composed mostly of water, his message is one of personal health, global environmental renewal, and a practical plan for peace that starts with each one of us.
Thank you, everybody. We finally finished the whole book, guys.
And now I shall share some of the fruit.
Yep.
And Pineapple
This
Baby
is it.
can share some of the rap drum if she likes.
I need some practice.
Okay.
You can share your flute. I might join you to provide a quick meditation for people. My meditation script doesn't load. Let me see. Here. I can go here to get it. Now we are going to read a meditation, guided meditation for you. This guided meditation is to help you to release stress and feel calm. Follow the sound of my voice. Close your eyes and relax. Slow down and deepen your breathing. Breathe in, breathe out. Keep this steady rhythm of relaxed, deep breaths. With each breath, you relax a little more. Focus on your breath. Feel it fill your belly. As you exhale, any physical, mental, and emotional tension gets released with it. All that matters is this moment. This is your moment. You are now, right now. Breathing out tension and relaxing deeper and deeper. As you breathe in, calm and relaxation showers your head. As you exhale, all the tightness from your head and neck disappears. The tension now releases from your shoulders and arms. You feel them relax. The calm moves down your spine embracing your back, stomach, and hips. They are all relaxed. This release is now removing tightness from your thighs and calves. Even your feet and toes are relaxed now. You are embraced in ultimate peace. You feel as light as a feather. Your body feels free. You are free. Your awareness has become sharper. You can sense things more keenly. Your energy is more vibrant. It feels bigger than the room you're in. Deeper and deeper calm overcomes you. You are relaxed. You are at peace. The next breath in fills your heart. Your heart radiates with loving energy. Your entire being emanates this love. The breath you breathe is now love. Deeper and deeper love shines from you. You are love. I'm going to become quiet now for a few moments. Stay relaxed and aware this peace and love around you. If your mind wanders, just refocus on that loving breath of yours. It's time to come back now. Focus on how your hands feel on your legs. And now shift your attention to how your feet feel against the floor or your bed or your couch. Take a few deep breaths and open your eyes. This is the end of our meditation. Hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you feel more relaxed and more calm after hearing our guided meditation.
Peace, love, and gratitude, everyone.
Peace and love and gratitude, everyone.
Thanks for being here. Looking forward to seeing you again later on tonight.
Later on tonight, we're gonna live stream from 6 to 9 p.m. U.S. Eastern Standard Time. That is gonna be 6 hours from now. We're gonna live stream for you guys and reading some really interesting books and materials. And we're gonna play some really soothing music for you if you are ready to go to sleep at that time, or you're ready to go to work or go to school. We'll do some sound meditation for you to start your day and end your day.
Mahalo.
Mahalo. Mahalo is thanks in Hawaiian.
Hi. My name is Pineapple Baby, and I also read children's book for kids and adult kids. Yeah, I read a lot of interesting bedtime stories for you, and yeah, and you're welcome to follow us and come back. We're doing this every day. Oh, except for Sundays. Yeah. And also Pineapple Baby is gonna come back to live stream in 2 hours or so. And she's gonna live stream her learning African languages, Swahili and Zulu, and Spanish and Hawaiian from Duolingo. On Duolingo. Yeah. And come back and come back and to Pineapple Baby's stream. And yeah. Alright guys. Mahalo. Gracias.
Dankeschön.
What's that?
Thank you in German.
Oh, thank you, German. All
Should
right.
remember all the languages. I know. Thank you.
Alright. Alright, guys. This is the end of our live stream this morning. And we're gonna come back. Oh, Pineapple will be gonna live stream in like 2 hours, alright? And you need to come back. Like after 6 hours, we're gonna do the reading session again. If you're interested in join our reading session during the live stream, you can type in the chat 111. We will bring you up to the stage and read with us. No, you encourage to read one paragraph to one page, your choice. You know? Yeah. And you're welcome. No, welcome. If you lack of confidence, you can drink something and come here. Don't drink alcohol, alright? Alcohol will boost your confidence, but not good for your health. Not good for your health. Drink water. Drink water, you know? You can use mango seafood to talk or whipped cream. Anything. You can talk. Use your animated voice.
What's up? My name is Mango Seafood.
My name is Pineapple.
Pay attention. Pineapple and I have something very serious to say.
Very, very serious to say.
Like and subscribe, guys.
Like and subscribe and follow. You know, and if you're interested in taking English lesson with us, send me private message.
Oh, also, we wanted to say that me and Pineapple Baby, or a Hugh Wave and Pineapple Baby, they are direct distributors. Oh my God, I'm so excited. They're direct distributors of the restructured water ionizer machine. And so you can reach out to them to get connected with that machine and change your water and change your life.
You know, this is the water machine that we're using. Oh yeah? Change your water that you drink. Change your life. It really changes your life. You know? Alright. Mungo. We're gonna fly away now. Alright? We're two piggies. We're gonna fly away. We're two flying piggies. On three. 1, 2, 3. Alright. Bye. Bye, guys. Bye.